Hey everyone, it's Evangeline here at etrailer, and today we're taking a look at the RockyMounts GuideRail and how it fits on the 2021 Mazda CX-9. So the GuideRail is actually one of my favorite bike racks just because it has a dual wheel mount system, making it super fast to load and unload your bikes, but also it has like a weight capacity for electric bikes. You can put carbon fiber frame bikes, and in my opinion, I think it looks really good. Now, with the Mazda CX-9, we've actually found a little bit of an issue here with the GuideRail, and this depends on what type of hitch do you have installed. So we have the draw-tite max frame hitch receiver, which is super close in, and we aren't able to fold the bike rack up in that with that hitch receiver combination. But if you have other hitch receivers that are a little bit further out, you will probably have better luck and will be able to use your bike rack to its full potential. With that being said, let's talk about some of the features this rack has. We've got a tilt-away feature. There's an easy to pull lever at the end of the rack, and we have a really deep tilt too. That way, you're able to open up our hatch and look at how much clearance we have between the hatch, our pedals, our handlebars. We can grab whatever we need. We can hang out inside if we want to, switch out our shoes, grab our waters, grab our backpacks. There's a lot of things that you can now do with the opportunity or being able to put away and tilt away your bike rack with the bikes on. Now, what types of bikes can you carry with this rack? Well, it does have a 60-pound weight capacity for those heavy electric bikes, but you also have a really long wheelbase capacity. So that's 55 inches. So whether you have like a medium frame like this, or maybe your larger bikes, or even your larger tires, we have the capacity for it. So this can fit a max of 3-inch wide tires. And to take the bike off, super fast process. See these levers here? Just flip those levers on each side to open, and now you can push these out. You might even be able to push them out by the levers themselves if they're not cranked down super tight. There we go. Nope. We're going to bring those all the way down, and just like that, we are ready to hit the trails. So that tray system on the inside makes it easier to get those fits with those different bike sizes. You can just scoot your bike back and forth. That way, whether you have longer handlebars or kind of like weird saddle fits, then you're able to make them work. There's also the grooves on the inside just to accommodate for those different tire widths. Here, we have our levers. Once you put the levers to close, right there, that's where it starts ratcheting. So compared to, let's say, the Crew at Piston Pro X, where it starts ratcheting pretty high up, then this gives you a tighter fit from even further away. So like I mentioned, we are not able to fold up the bike rack while it's with this hitch receiver because it sits pretty close to the car. So it doesn't add that much space. Measuring from the bumper to the end of the rack, that's 27.5 inches. Ground clearance is something you might be interested in too. So the end of the rack to the ground is 22 inches. Where the shank is, that's 11 inches up off the ground. So what will happen then is when you go up those steep inclines like driveways or hills, you're sitting higher up off the ground. You're not likely to hit the ground. But for the people with electric bikes, here in the back, you're going to have to lift your 60-pound bike 25 inches up to get it into the rack. So that's something people might not like, would be okay with, but that measurement is for you guys. Now, I can show you how to fold it up and how close it gets without it making contact right there. So that will be an issue for some people with that hitch receiver. All things being said though, make sure to utilize that lock on your hitch receiver. You have an anti-rattle bolt that uses a 3/4 inch socket to tighten that down. I keep an extra one inside the car. You can find extras here at etrailer if you want to. So the RockyMounts GuideRail is a solid rack as long as you have the right combination for your vehicle. I like how it tilts away. The tilt away is super helpful here with our hatch clearance. Now, if you are able to fold it up, it will not cover your taillights, but it might cover your backup camera. That's offset to the left, so it'll sit right there in the center area. Now, if you want, you can also get other options. This is similar in use to the Kuat NV 2.0. That one, you can also get a ramp added to that bike rack, and that one has a front wheel mount design. Still very similar racks. Check out our full review to see those specs and measurements as well. This right here was a look at the RockyMounts GuideRail 2-bike platform rack on the 2021 Mazda CX-9.